I am princess, yet I'm not princess. My grandfather was the last emperor, or the last king of Korea. He made himself emperor, trying to get away from oppression from China and Japan, the whole world. My father was born as a tragedy. I knew my father as a womanizer and having a lot of kids, so I didn't have any respect for my father. I thought that's a crazy playboy prince that sometimes you see in the fairy tale or that's in a book. I think that must be my fate. I don't know why I got a job in a Columbia University and why I had to read all the Korean materials, histories. Then little by little, I realized what he was doing. And I felt so bad. Then I was such a bad girl. This is my father's emblem. In fact, I was born with my biological mother, but I was raised by the traditional Korean woman. Just she lived as a book. She said, "I'm not married to a person. I married a law." And the other way, my real mother, women's liberation. That's why she ran the National Assembly. She's gonna change the world for women. I didn't know my real mother till Korean War. Actually, I didn't like her. And I didn't like her philosophy either. I didn't understand her because I was raised on the other side. If I didn't come to America, I probably got a very depressed woman and went crazy. People in the palace didn't believe that I'm coming to America. Nobody believed it. And then I can say that all the history is a history. And just you have to live what you are in. I should say I found the peace. It took a long way, but I finally found the peace. All those students goes back and forth. And when I first came here, we are almost friends and go back and forth in apartments and so on. Nowadays, I don't know who is living next door because they are so young. 저희 아버지는 마지막 이시왕조의 임금이시자 대한제국의 첫째 번 황제시죠. 그분의 5번째 왕자로 나셨는데 일제시대의 모든 그 치욕과 그걸 다 당하시면서 인생을 보내신 분입니다. 저희 어머니가 경성 보육학교를 나와가지고 보험회사에서 보험을 팔러 다닌다 그러다가 아마 궁예를 들어왔던 모양인데 양복을 입고 구두를 신고 머리를 파마를 했든지 그렇고 그설랑 이상하게 궁에 이렇게 들어오는 여자가 있으니까 아버지가 저 여자 좀 알아보라고. 그러니까 보육학교 나왔다 그러니까 잘 됐다. 우리 아이들 여기 많으니까 저 여자 데려다가 우리 보모로 가르치도록 하라고. 그래서 어머니가 들어왔대요. 그 해에 내가 5월에 낳았는데 6월에 일본 사람들이 아버지를 은퇴를 시키고 강제로 일본으로 끌어갔어요. 그리고 살고 있는데 아버지가 안 돌아오시니까 나를 업고 일본 별부까지 갔대요. 가서 아버지한테 어떻게 하실 작정이냐고 큰 소리로 아버지한테 막 대들었던 모양이에요. 이 아버지께서 어디를 나한테 대들어. 저 여자 내쫓으라고. 그 아이만 데려오라고. 그러니까 그게 내가 2살일 거예요. 데려오고 어머니를 내쫓은 거예요. 그 의친왕비가 저를 데려다가 책임지고 기르신 거죠. 그 어렸을 때부터 이제 궁법으로 아침에 일어나면 이모가 다 씻겨주고 옷 입히면 그 어머니가 계신 지밀에 올라가서 절하고 그리고 어머니하고 겸상해서 밥 먹고 끝나고 나서 거기 앉아 있으면 가만히 앉아 있어야 하거든요. 나는 언제나 지밀 어머니가 어려웠어요. 앉는 것도 어떻게 앉으라고, 먹는 것도 어떻게 먹으라고. 그 밤낮 그 법도를 가르치시기 때문에 다른 어머니처럼 가서 안기고 그러는 것도 못 해봤으니까. I probably was lonely from beginning. So I don't know what lonely meant. So that much I didn't show anybody my feeling. I want to cry, but I couldn't cry. And I come down to my room and I put my blanket on my head and I cried inside. That was, I think that was all my life. 반귀족 유치원 같은 거를 친구들이 부잣집 딸 걔네들이 생각하기에 내가 좀 배기 싫었을지도 모르겠어. 나 어렸을 적에 아이들한테 굉장히 괴로움 많이 당했어요. 나한테 일부러 못되게 굴고. When I was in third grade, I played in my girlfriend's home, and they looked so happy with the three sisters running around. I forgot the time goes, and when it's dark, I came back home. And my mother asked me where I was, and I just lied him like a crazy. And that was the first time and last time I was punished so badly. She got so angry, she just couldn't, control herself. So she was pinching me and hitting me, but I never said that I was sorry. Because that time everybody do it, then why can't I? 해방된 기억은 저희 둘째 오빠, 그러니까 히로시마에 안 가려고 그러다가 결국은 할 수 없이 히로시마를 간 게 한 일주일 전인데 8월 9일 날 먼저 폭탄이 떨어져서 히로시마에서 오빠가 죽게 돼요. 시체를 이제 결국 거기서 모셔다가 장사를 지내는 게 8월 15일 날에 있었어요. 마침 그 12시에 일본 천황이 항복하는 라디오 방송을 했잖아요. My life changed in a Korean War. That North Korean came in to Seoul. That time I think my life really changed. Because we didn't have any money. Our royal family's asset is all confiscated by Japanese government, and we are almost living with the salary they gave us. Then Korean War started, there's nothing coming. And we didn't have any money. My things that my mother trying to save it for my wedding, that's all the silks and all those materials, I took that in my bag and I went to the marketplace and I sold it, and I bought a little bit of rice to bring it home to try to eat with that. 인민군한테 잡혀가가지고서랑 좌익 음악동맹 완장 하나를 얻어서 그거를 붙이고 다니면 빨갱이라고 그 사람들이 우리를 건드리질 못해요. 그걸 하고 있으면. 남쪽에 갔던 정부가 올라왔는데 그 사람들이 와서 우리가 그 부역을 했다고 또 잡아갔어요. 그래서 종로경찰서에 잡혀갔죠. 그랬는데 조금 있으니까 형사가 내 이름을 불러요. 그래서 앞으로 나오라고 그래서 나갔더니 네 아버지가 누구야? 제가 한국을 떠날 적에 이제 한국도 마지막이고 내가 미국에 가면 에밀이라고 그러는 사람이 하나 생기고 이제는 과거가 없다고 생각하고 다 잊어버린다고 그러고 왔거든요. I never really knew that the place called Texas. And one thing I was so surprised, the road is so big road. And you can see the end of it. That was my impression of Texas. So I decided to come to New York. And at that time I didn't have any money. And I think it's about the bus from that Belton, Texas, where my school was, to New York cost about $43 or something by bus. It's 3 nights and 4 days. I went to the bus station and I saw the chair there, but 2 of them are red in color. I didn't know what that meant, but that for the only color people sit. And there was 2 different restaurants, color and just ordinary. So big and so busy, everybody. Well, I didn't have any idea, but I know it's a chambermaid, so I have to clean up whole, the rooms and everything. But one thing, he told me that the way I can sleep, it's just a little closet has all the sheets. And he wants me to put the moving bed in there in the night and sleep there. And there was a window and that's all the wave is coming. I said, my God, I don't think I can stay there. And there was a restaurant called the Schraft in New York. And they are not looking for a waitress, but they are looking for the coffee service girl. And what I supposed to is in the morning when I go there, there's a coffee and all the pastries, everything on a cart, and take that to the office around there and said, if you call up for coffee, and everybody working in the office comes and get it. I was proud of myself. I survived. I didn't know anything about my father's that side of life, because I thought that he was just a playboy prince, and he was really nothing till I came to America. In a library, I studied about Korean history, and little by little I knew what he was doing. That was my wish, to start moving with my father and my mother's grave together. Because my mother, I'm calling my mother, my foster mother that she raised me, her life was nothing but my father. She gave her life to my father. And I felt so bad that when I found out they buried separate, from one in the east, one in the west of Seoul. 아버지는 이제 모셔오는데 이렇게 뼈는 추려서 가져왔는데, 어머니 계시던 데는 가서 파니까 그대로 계시더라고요. 30몇 년을 썩지 않고 그대로 계시더라고요. 그래서 모셔다가 2분을 합장을 시켜드렸는데, 석관인데 석관을 이렇게 2분 나란히 놓고, 이거 답답해서 어떡하세요 그랬더니 그 양쪽에 군역이 뚫려 있대요. 그래서 내가 2분이 실컷 얘기하시라고. 아버지 거 먼저. 뭐 이거 뭐 돌리고 그러. I know how people will criticize that praise or all different way, and some people likes it, some people doesn't like it. Some people will say, our royal family, they let Japanese take over, and they say that I read in some place say that my grandfather sold our country. 뒤늦게 지금 생각하니까 모두 가엾어요.